Hi, I'm Professor Lusheen, and welcome to the Course Design and Expectations video for Safety 783, Environmental Safety Management. First thing I'm going to ask is please be patient with me and reach out to me if you see any issues or problems with the Canvas website. I've taken on a pretty big task here, and that is to take what is typically an 8-week course, cram it into a 6-week course. That's at the demand of my department, not my choice at all. And you know the old saying about the 5-pound bag. I also, because of the pandemic, cannot get to campus in order to re-record all these, and so had to redesign, and I'm doing it at home, my home studio here, so the quality isn't as good, so please just kind of take it for what it's worth. Also, we have a lot of students in this class. I've never taught a graduate class with this many students. We have over 40, and so I'm going to try to accommodate all of you and get to know all of you. And one way I'm going to do that is I'm going to try to provide some live options, and we'll talk about that in a moment. The premise for this course is to be designed around a seminar. And I don't know if any of you have had a seminar class before. It's my favorite part of graduate school. Basic idea is the professor, it was about rounded like a larger topic, and they would assign like a whole litany of things to read. It might have been several books, articles from journals, things like that. And each week we consume like 8 to 10 papers or chapters, and we get together and we would debate and talk and compare and contrast these concepts. And I learned so much from it. And it really challenged me each week to, you know, what am I going to take to there? What perception am I going to take? What am I going to argue for? And so I'm going to try to give that to you. Now, I've tried it in the past with just a regular discussion board, but I think a live event through WebEx will be even more rewarding. So, like I said, the course is designed with minimal lecture content. So my lectures each week will vary. And we started out very heavily with video at the beginning because I want to kind of ease you into it. There is no textbook. I'll be providing you with either a PDF or a link to what I want you to read. But because we're cramming 8 weeks into 6, I'm going to take it upon myself to take over some of that. I'm going to provide my own reviews, summaries of some of the readings, so you don't have to do all of it. I'm going to try to make it a little bit easier for you, and maybe you'll learn something from the way I break things down. You'll be doing weekly assignments, which is basically summarizing what was assigned and then attending to one of several reflection questions. It's a way for me to evaluate or assess that you're consuming the material and that you're being able to apply it or understand it from a deeper level. That's part of it. Next is interaction with myself and with your peers, and we're going to do that both through the discussion board and through the live WebEx. And then there's a semester paper, but I don't want you to freak out. I want it less than 5 pages. I'd appreciate if it was just 3, and you get to choose whether you want to do a literature review, a case study, or a research proposal, and we'll get into that more as we get into the course. Again, I just want you to get comfortable right now. But the main point of the course is I want to critique, review, assess contemporary approaches to occupational safety. Each week I expect you to watch all the videos, read all the things that are assigned, visit any websites, I have those as well, and then bring that material to the discussion board or to the WebEx Live. Everything will be due. All the work you do for the discussion participation and all of the reflection assignment is due always Sunday night by midnight. But please, if you get done early, please submit it early. I'll do my grading on Monday and Tuesdays and then give you feedback. One thing I really want you to think about, and maybe you haven't, maybe you're new to the program, and that is a concept of what you don't know. Sounds cyclical, but what it really means is if you can't defend or provide support for a contention, then it's kind of baseless. And that's the way I was when I went to graduate school. I've been practicing safety for like 7 years with Minnesota OSHA. I thought I was really good at my job and knew what I was doing. But when I got to graduate school and we got to these seminars or classes and I'd have to explain why to do something, I was operating on heuristics or rules of thumb that you gain from practice. But I couldn't provide support for why. And so if you're presented with a novel situation, you need to have a technique to assess it in order to determine what is the best solution versus just reacting. And that's what I had been doing. And some of you may be doing that, some of you may not, but it's one thing that I really want to focus on. And we're going to do that by focusing on the earliest of works and where it came from. So I'm providing you with a tour of the early work in safety, going up till today and beyond. On Canvas, there is a calendar, and I entered all of the due dates and how long things will be open. Things will open every week. So if you have any questions on that, let me know, but that should kind of be your guide. Every week I'll be adding to the announcements, so make sure you key on those. There's general information, course information. I think I updated all that, but if you see something that's missing or unclear, let me know. Under each module, there'll be 5 parts, and that's where you're going to find everything you're going to do each week. And it's structured so it repeats itself every week. And finally, at the bottom, I'd like to send out emails to your student email address, but if you have a more preferred email address, let me know right away. I'll change that in my system so that you're receiving it at your preferred email. 10% of your grade will be the work you do pre-class. So there's a survey that went out. There's an introduce yourself. At the end, there'll be a course review and a post-survey. 30% of the grade goes to the weekly assignments, but I dropped the lowest score. So if for some reason you're not feeling well or you don't get something done, that can be the one you drop. I'm just going to count 5 of the 6 weeks. Same with the discussion. I'm just going to count 5 of the 6 weeks. And I'll get more into the discussion as we go through the course. I'd prefer if you could make the live one, but if you can't, that's all right. Then we've got the semester project, which is another 30%. I'll do office hours whenever you need me. We can do it by phone, by WebEx, by Zoom, by... we'll figure it out. But I've got my home number here and my email address. That's the 2 best places to get a hold of me. And the key to success in this course is really just demonstrating to me that you're consuming the literature that I'm giving you, watching the videos, and that I'm seeing some thought go into this, some reflection. You know, I'm required as a professor to, you know, provide all these, define this, define that, score that rubric. But for me, there's more of a feel that, you know, this student's working really hard. They're putting in great effort and ideas. And that's all I ask. That is really all I ask. So if you have any questions, let me know. What I'd like to do now is jump over to, here is the Canvas site. So we've got the announcements at the top. I just posted this opportunity to attend the American Society of Safety Professionals PDC, which is going to be in the 3rd week in June. I've got links here so you can read about it, but it's only $75 for students. $75 for students. It's like $800, $900 for professionals. So at a great deal, you'll get access to a lot of great presentations. You'll have access to the speakers. There are social events. There are keynotes, plenary sessions. Wow. It's an amazing opportunity. If I was a student, I'd take my money. It's only $75 up till June 6th. Then I've got the course information here. I've got the pre-semester survey link, the icebreaker introduce yourself link, register for the webinar, which is going to be on Monday at 8 o'clock, the night before the classes officially start. So I'm going to give a similar presentation to this, but I'll answer questions and we can talk about things. The syllabus. And then I've got module 1 here. So I've got what the module's all about, the learning objectives, all your assigned readings and links, all the videos, especially the lecture video. Here's the assignment, and then there's the link to the discussion. And then I've got the PowerPoint for the lecture right there. So real quick, it's going to generally look like this. So this is the weekly assignment. I've got the learning objectives for the module. And what I want you to do is for each assigned reading, link, video, provide a summary, what you got from it, what you observed, what you thought of it, and then choose one of these reflective items and write up with something like a paragraph relating it to the material you read. That's what I'm looking for the assignment. The last thing I want to go into is the discussion. So click on it here. And I have usually like 5 to 7 different items you can speak to, and these will come up during the live WebEx, and I need to know when you're available. I'm going to try to color code them like this so you can see. So all these items you can comment on. All you're required to do is like 2 to 3 original, and like 4 to 6 replies to people of substance. That's if you don't participate in the live. If you participate in the live and you're talking and engaging, boom, I'll just give you the 100 points, because that means more to me. There's more that can occur there, but maybe the timing isn't right, and so we're going to have to figure out that whole timing thing. I believe that's everything I wanted to cover with you. I'm still under 10 minutes. That's pretty awesome. So try to sign up to attend the thing on Monday the 25th. Check out the announcements and maybe check out the PDC. Otherwise, I'll just be looking forward to getting to know you and interacting with you on the discussion board and the live things. And again, reach out to me if you have any questions.